So the software that we're going to be using is called 2D Design, and the first thing I'm going to do is show you how to set the page up. So first of all, if we go to Setup, Drawing, Layout, and you'll see that the default setting is for A3 and we need to change this to A5. And the next thing that we need to do is click on Portrait, because that's going to be a simpler format for us to work with. The next stage is that we are going to change this grid here, and to do that we need to click on this icon in the top right corner, the one with the little dots. We double click on that, and these top two options here, which is about grid spacing, we need to change those to 5mm. It's going to give us a 5mm grid. You can press OK to that. And so we're almost ready to start now. The next thing that we need to do is click on Grid Lock. It's very important that we remember to do that. It's going to make everything that we do nice and accurate. So the first part that we're going to do for this this simple mobile phone charging design is we are going to create a square, and I'm going to select this third option down, which is a rectangle shape, and I am going to create a square that is 55 by 55mm. Now I'm going to draw my square in this area here. I'm going to try and get it as central as I can, and the area that you need to be looking at is this one here where it says REL, and that's the area that gives you the dimensions of the object that you're drawing. So as I said, I'm looking for 55 by 55, and you can see that it's 55 there, and now I'm going to go across until I get 55 in my second option. And if you look alongside where it says REL, you can now see that it's got 55 by 55mm. So I can now click a second time, and that gives me my square. Now I'd like to get this square a little bit more central, so if I click on the Select tool, I can click on my box and I can move it somewhere to closer to the center. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to round the corners of my box, and that's going to be a feature that you will see through the design. So to do that, I'm going to click on the Circle tool, and I'm going to measure one square in. And all I'm going to do is create a circle in each of the corners. Okay. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my delete option here, and you'll see there's a number of different options because we're going to start deleting some of these lines. Now the option that you need to select is the second option. It says delete part of an object. Now by doing that, what I'm now going to do is I'm going to click on the inside of the square alongside the circles, and you'll see that those disappear. And now I'm going to go around the outside, and I'm going to delete those like so. Now if I do anything wrong, I can always go edit and undo, but it only works for the last thing that you did. Okay, so the final thing that I'm going to show you for this first video is how to create a duplicate line. So I'm going to go for this contour option here, and you can see that it's the one that's got a rather strange shape. Click on that, and it says contour spacing, and we're going to change that to 10mm. Okay, so 10mm. Press OK, and I'm going to get my cursor, and where the line is I'm going to select it. Now the cursor needs to be on the outside of this line like so. Okay, and you can see that that's duplicated the first line that we've created, and this gap here is 10mm, and that's the end of the first stage.